to another one of Tizra's videos. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make a velvet choker, which is very trendy right now, with scraps of the velvet matching set I made on last week's video. If you haven't seen that yet, make sure to watch that video as well. I will link it in the description. So all we will need to make this choker is scrap fabric. You really don't need that much fabric, wire cutters, some wire, and then a charm of your choice. I picked this emerald charm my older brother actually got me, and I lost the chain, so I'm going to be putting it onto this choker. The first thing I'm going to do is I am going to cut off the tag. The next thing we have to do is we have to measure how thick we want our choker. So I want mine to be roughly 1 centimeter. I think that's a good thickness I want. Don't forget to add 1.5 inches for seam allowance. You can absolutely leave less of a seam allowance, but most of Tizra's videos are for beginners, so if you're not a skilled seamstress yet, you can leave more of a seam allowance and then remove any excess fabric. So once I've measured 1 centimeter all across the entire fabric, I am now going to remove any extra fabric. You can use fabric cutters or fabric scissors for this part. I am using a fabric cutter. Also, if you guys remember what this tool is actually called, because I don't think it's called a fabric cutter, let me know in the comments. And then if there's any remaining fabric that you didn't get with the fabric cutter, you can get with the scissor. So the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to use clips instead of pins because I just find them easier to work with. And I'm going to fold down the rough edges so that when we sew, we will have a nice straight edge. It doesn't look like it in the video, but I'm going to show you after I'm done putting on the clips that we are using the fabric inside out right now. Of the fabric to remind you guys to do this inside out. And now we are going to head over to the sewing machine. The next thing we're going to do is, because it is inside out, we are going to push the fabric through the holes on the end to get it right side up. And to do that, I'm just kind of using a pencil. I'm just shoving the fabric through the hole onto the other side so that it comes up right side out. This is what it looks like when it is right side up and all the stitching is done. The next thing that we have to do is we have to add the charm. So again, this part is optional. You can skip the charm if you want a plain velvet choker, and you can use whatever charm you'd like. All we're going to do is we're going to take some wire, and then with our wire clippers we're going to cut off a small piece and place it through our charm. You want the charm or the wire to go around the velvet choker, so make sure you're getting enough wire. And then all we're going to do is we're going to close the end of the wire towards our charm. So we're going to create a little circle and we're going to close that gap so our charm doesn't fall off. It's going to look like this. You can see in the back it's secure. And then we're going to take the under end of the wire and we're actually going to wrap it around our choker. You can wrap it around as tightly or as loosely as you prefer. And from here we want to give our choker a cleaner look, so we're actually going to take another piece of fabric. If you like the vibe of this necklace this way without the cleaner fabric and just the wire, then go ahead and skip a few minutes while I show you how to put on the ends of the necklace. But if you do want a cleaner look, keep watching because I'm going to show you how to put on the fabric. All I'm doing here is I'm taking extra fabric that we didn't use earlier and again recycling it, because Tixra is dedicated to recycling textiles. For those of you who don't know, 85% of textiles get sent to the dump every year, and fast fashion is just making this worse. So all you're going to do is take a piece of fabric and wrap it around the wire, and we're going to sew that shut. This is what it looks like when you finish sewing the fabric around the wire. Gives it a nice polished, cleaner look. And now we are ready to add the end parts to our choker. So there's two ways to do this, and I'm going to show you both. The first way is just to take some more wire and fold down a piece of your choker, sew that piece shut, and then thread that opening of your choker and create a loop. So you want to create a hook and you want to create a like oval or circle for the loop to go into. This is probably the easier and cleaner way. You can also just create the loop and then sew straight across. Make sure you're using a heavy duty needle for that if you choose to go that way. I do like folding better. I do think that it is easier. And once you create your loop and your hook, you can just close your choker, and this is what it looks like when it's done. This was a super easy, super fast way to look chic and recycle old fabrics at the same time. If you do end up using this technique and making your own velvet choker or leather choker or any type of choker using this technique, be sure to tag us on our Instagram and show us how it came up. We will showcase you not only on our Instagram page but also on our website, tixra.com. Let me know in the comments what other types of videos you would like Tixra to make. We have a few ideas, like how to make a shopping bag and how to carry it in your purse so that you don't forget it when you go to the grocery store. There's a few skirt videos we have in mind, some Christmas socks videos, so let us know in the comments what else you want us to make, and share any sewing tips because we love to learn. That's all for now. Make sure you visit our website at tixra.com, give this video a big thumbs up, and follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Bye!